Actually, I talked to you a couple of months ago on set for Green Lantern, and I thought it was really amazing that when I met you, you're just very poisoned. But like, Ben said that because of your work here, Warner Brothers may have casted you for this Green Lantern. So, in a way, what is it about this performance that kind of showcase that you can do like the leading female role in a big crazy budget, like a movie,
I don't know. That's a question to ask Warner Brothers. But it's they're a studio that really tries to make great films, and the fact that they made this movie, and the fact that they let Ben be as truthful as he was in this film, and they let the characters be as dark as they were. They weren't just about appealing to every single person and trying to sell a ticket. The fact that they made such a interesting, truthful, dark, but exciting movie is a wonderful thing, and it doesn't happen, especially in this economy in movie making. And it speaks to their superhero genre. You look at The Dark Knight, you look at their movies of this genre. Inception is a big, crazy, big budgeted box office movie, but it was one of the most interesting movies I've seen in years. They try to make great films in so many ways. So the fact that they saw this performance where I am so dark and so emotional and traumatizing in so many ways, and they thought, we want her to be the girl in our superhero franchise, speaks to the fact that they aren't just taking things lightly and being, saying, well, this is our superhero genre and we're just going to try to make money with this, and this is our good film genre. The fact that they try to merge the two and intermix them is something that I've been fortunate to be a part of, because the Green Lantern, you would think, okay, this is a movie about a guy with a magical ring and a magical lamp and he wears green spandex. What? I've never heard of this superhero. But then when you're doing your research, it's one of the longest comic books of all time. It's actually a really amazing story, and being on the set with Martin Campbell and Peter Sarsgaard and Tim Robbins and Ryan, he had such a high level, high standards, and there was so much quality on the set that you really saw, wow, I'm making a good film. I'm not just making a big box office franchise movie. I'm making a really good film, and that's exciting.
It seems like you're also getting the opportunity to almost get a master class in good directors. You worked with Rebecca Hall, you worked with Ben, and now you work with Martin. So I'm just wondering, like, what are you getting from this? And now that you've worked with, people who they want to make good movies and stuff, how do you kind of choose the roles, and how do you make sure that you get them? Because obviously there's a long list of other people that, so how do you kind of be like, hey, pick me kind of thing? Yeah.
I have been fortunate to work with amazing directors and incredible actors on roles that I love, which is wonderful. It's a blessing, but it's also horrible, because now I'm like, oh, I only want to do that all the time. So I'm sure my agents want to kill me at times, because I'm like, no, I don't want to do anything unless it's the best thing ever. That's the thing that's excited me more than anything I've ever read. But that's great. That's great to when you find those roles, because then you're so passionate, and because there are so many people that are out there that are so talented and so capable and so deserving. You really have to fight for those. So you have to truly feel passion for the role to fight for it. It's not like, I've been working a few years now. I'm on a successful TV show. I've done some movies that I love and that, other people have responded to. So I get to do what I want. Not at all. I've auditioned for every job I've ever gotten. I've pretty much fought for every job I've ever gotten. This one was probably the biggest battle to date, but it's that much more rewarding when you get to do the work. With this one in particular, I fought and fought and fought, and then the second I got the job, I thought, what am I doing? I don't know. How am I going to pull this off? But I loved it so much. I knew I needed to play it. But
is it true that you told Ben not to watch Gossip Girl? Because he
yes.
may have said that. He was just like, don't watch Gossip Girl. I'm like, really? Because you're good in that. So I'm just wondering, like, what is it about? Like,
well, I wanted him to see Krista. I didn't want him to meet me and say, oh, you pull off a good Boston accent, or you can pull off this woman. I wanted him to say, wow, I just met her. This is who I want. Because I want the audience I want to disappear into her. I don't want people to carry anything I've ever done with any role I do, because it's important to be that character. That's why I didn't want to look great. I didn't want to wear great clothes. Not that they wanted that, but you know, it was important to me. And I would do my makeup the night before and talk to the makeup artist and said, "Is this okay?" And I would put on a ton of makeup and put on a ton of eyeliner and sleep in it and get up the next day so it was like falling down my face, and you know, it kind of irritates your eyes and you put more makeup on top of that. And it's a very tragic, dark look, but it was important to not only look that way, but to feel like that, to have dirty, grimy hair. It was nice to be able to disappear into that and try to shed any predisposed ideas of how I'm going to play a character, or, oh, well, this is Blake, this is not this girl from Boston.
It must have been fun to see you in the morning with your coffee then.
Yeah, it was more like, you know, on my hands and knees, like, why do I have to go to work today and cry and scream? This is going to be so difficult. How did I think I could do this?